Welcome, Aqua Pisces, to your Astrodice reading for January. I hope you friends are doing great out there. If you friends like this, please like and subscribe. Okay, friends, let's see what's going on with you in your Astrodice. And for those of you who are new, this is where we take astrology with tarot and make a small horoscope for the month. Okay. We have Mars coming out in the 4th house with Aries. Nice. So, got that Mars. What is it? Is your physical strength, drive, and fighting spirit. Wow. Get that going for the new year. With Aries, yeah, not backing down over here, going to keep this fighting spirit alive. The energy around you is dynamic, spontaneous, crusading, impulsive action is likely to occur. So you have this drive and you have this dynamic energy around it. Wow, this is awesome. And we're going straight into the 4th house for your home and the roots of your being. This could be with the house itself. It could be for your family. The 4th house is your mother, your father, your roots, the domestic life, your family. Like I said, for the house, could even be for your pets. We'll see how it is. Okay, let's see what's going on over here. Getting straight into this. Going straight into the situation. The situation is taking place in the beginning of the month, middle of the month, and the end of the month. What is going on in the beginning of the month? Having a birth over here. Wow. Could be fixing that house up. Could be having a birth within the family itself. Somebody might be giving birth. It's also talking about this beautiful transition of what's going on within the home and within the family life itself. We have the Muse. And we have the Queen of Keys. Someone is going after a job opportunity. Could even be wow, it could even be the birth of a new job. Someone in the home may be getting a new job that's going to actually, wow, going to bring a lot of money into this house. You might even be doing a new home job, working from home. Those you do YouTube or anything that you do, you might be bringing in a new job. Or it could even be a new job of fixing the house, something of this nature. So take that how it resonates. But wow, all of those things are possible. So having the birth over here is talking about this new fighting spirit within this rebirth, really getting this house going, really having this rebirth within this family. Could even been having some problems within the house, and now you feel like everybody's coming back together. If you felt, there was some kind of separation, everybody's house is a little chaotic. Now it's getting back to being more peaceful. Yeah, and really taking action on having this more peaceful household. Very beautiful. Finding new directions and new things to do within this new transition of what's going on. If you are having a baby, everybody's getting ready for this baby and looking at new ways of the growth for the baby. Wow, could be putting, could be, oh my gosh, I hear like putting up a crib, getting this new room ready for this baby, things of this nature. Could even be getting ready to plant that garden. But there's a lot of things that are going on within this household of how things are turning around, wow, within your family life. With the Muse upside down, it's saying there were some few little upsets here and there that are now coming to an end. Things that felt like they weren't very harmonious are now coming back around. Been trying to give birth to a creative project. Thus I'm thinking that somebody might be doing some kind of project within the home, and really having this new home business really taking place and really popping it up. Could be having the labor pains are probably not over yet. That could be literal, and you're really getting ready to have this baby and you're like, hurry up. But it's saying they're not completely over yet. You're still in the process of the rebirth. You're in the process of the transgressions. And it feels like that's why you're fighting so hard. You're just fighting so hard because you know that no matter what's going on, you know that this is going to be good for you in the end. feel like you have any kind of writer's block or anything like that, if you're doing any kind of writing from home, you'll get past this, okay? Because it says you were the Queen of Keys. The Queen of Keys over here is saying you have all the power within yourself. You're just going to have to kind of, you know, you're going to fight through that. That's why you really have, and there's a lot of creativity that goes in with fire as well, guys, right? A lot of creativity. That's where all the creativeness really comes from, is from that fire. So really feeling the confidence and the authority, and really waiting for that success. But, you know, as you're putting in all the success for what you really want, especially if it's within a business or even waiting for this baby to come, you know that everything you have is coming to where it needs to be. If you're fixing the house, it's almost ready, right? It's having its kind of own rebirth as you're fixing it up. Just remember that there's a lot of success that's coming towards you, okay? So, and if you're self-employed, just remember you hold all the keys within yourself. Really find that fire. Really use that to really be impulsive about the situation. Sometimes impulsiveness is not a bad thing. If you use it the right way, it really pushes and drives us, right, to the point of no return, to where we really need to be. Sometimes we need that. Okay, so on the muses, yes, looking for the ships to come in. You know that it's getting ready to dock. You know that baby is really coming in. You know that house is almost fixed. You know that that writer's block will be gone pretty soon. I just need to use a little imagination. Beautiful Aries card coming out saying, if I just keep working hard and really being spontaneous about the situation and really keep my dreams going, I'm going to make this dock. So you really waiting with the Temperance, really waiting for this to all come together in the beginning of the month. Okay, and let's see what's on the Queen of Keys. Talking about that, running that home business or however it is for you. Clarify. Yeah, not really feeling right now that whatever is going on within the home or this enterprise or this business, you haven't really got the big kaboom yet, right? It really hasn't felt like it's really turned around just yet on whatever your situation is. So it feels like in the beginning of the month, the situation's not turning around just yet. But you are feeling more inspired about the situation. You might even feel like there's a little bit of a tower going on, where it's kind of crumbling and kind of going backwards, but I see it more as inspired to really want to move and really get spontaneous about this creative endeavor that you're going on. Take it how it resonates, but there is definitely, it feels like the tower, somebody struck the tower over here. It could be just a little bit of the conflict within the home itself. So within the 4th house, yeah, people are making a tower. Could be a lot of arguing or something like this as well. Okay, going straight into the mid-month. Having the hill around is talking about the change coming. So it's definitely, whoa, after the lightning bolt is gone. So, wow, nice. It's like, okay, this little tower struck. It's not going the way I want it to do. It's not really giving a peace treaty just yet in the beginning of the month. But it looks like in the mid-month, now all of a sudden the blessings start coming through. It looks like there's some healing coming in. And the lightning bolt is over. So whatever seemed like that was where it was, it looks like it had to have a little bit of a tower for the inspiration and for everybody to settle down, however it is. It says through spring, through autumn. Wow. So it's going to feel like you have a blessing through coming through the spring, through the autumn. Wow. So it says this will be going all the way to spring, and then probably by autumn time, it's going to start settling down a little bit. So you will definitely be feeling this blessing coming through. So whatever you're creatively doing, or however this is, maybe you're having this baby in the spring. Wow. Maybe some of you are having the baby in the autumn. If you're having a baby, however it is, this blessing is definitely going to really start really showing itself during spring. So from here to spring. Wow. Okay. And let's get some cards over here. So with the Hilaron over here saying, yes, now we have this blessing coming through. Everything's turning around. Everything's becoming a little more patient with each other. You're really finding your ground. You have the unity going on, not only within yourself, but within the household, within the 4th house. There is a little bit of watching this other person, though, or watching the situation. It does feel like somebody may not have 100% learned their lesson just yet, or there is still a lot to be learned, so you're still really watching. Take that how that resonates. Or you may even have this Gemini or Libra kind of watching you. With the lightning bolt over here, we do have the victory, yes, because you finally got away from that. Yeah, now you don't feel like no one's thieving each other's stuff, no one's thieving from each other, there's no more arguing the way it was before. That doesn't mean they're still not arguing. They could still be, because it says maybe somebody didn't learn their lesson, so maybe they're still causing a little bit of chaos, but at least it's not as abrupt as it was before. If the house was falling apart, it looks like it's coming a lot better, but you are kind of paying attention to the house itself. So whatever the situation is, or situations, because it could actually be both. It does say like you are paying a little more attention. With this spring and autumn over here, yes, definitely manifesting, and this is when everything's really going to start really pumping out, the Chariot coming for you, and you're really going to feel the satisfaction coming through with the Queen of Coins. So it does feel like right now, you're really going to feel very hum-ho until the action really starts. And a lot of you might know that the spring and autumn is where it's really going to really pick up the pace for you. Because right now it's saying it's on its way. And when that happens, everything's going to bloom with the Queen of Coins. And your prosperities are going to bloom a lot as well. And having that nurturing, motherly, tender feeling as well. Like I said, if the baby is coming in, and for those of you who are awaiting a baby. Okay, and getting into the end of the month, you have add some beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Okay, and now you start feeling like the Queen of Forces. Oh my gosh, so wow, at the end of the month, it's like your guardian angel is watching over you, and you really do feel that, and you really do feel your intuition really starting to come through. You do feel like you're divinely guiding, and something is changing around you. Maybe even something changing inside you. Look, you put all this impulsive action and all this fiery drive, and it's really paying off at the end of the month, where you feel like you are divinely guided, and you know your guides, your ancestors, and everybody around you is kind of helping you out. There's something going on where you're saying, what is going on? And it could be family. Look, you're in the fourth house. This could be, it could be family members, right? Ascended ancestors, things of this nature. So it does feel like you are divinely protected and guided, and it feels like they're giving you advice. You could be getting advice in your dreams. You could be getting advice just popping out at you and going, what? But it does feel like you're going to know that you're divinely guided. Underneath the Aries over here, it's because you still have the treasure. And it's almost like they're trying to tell you, don't forget that you have another treasure behind you. There's another treasure chest over here. You have all of this that you're so worried about, but I have another treasure chest for you. I need you to kick that. It's almost like they're trying to tell you, you need to kick that treasure chest and flip that box open. There is something there for you. With the Queen of Forces over here, and it feels like you are holding a lot of the energy, and that you do hold the power of the sun. You are being very receptive with the moon and very creative with the sun, and that creativity is also coming out of these two fire, or actually it's the same fire sign in its own way, but fire in itself, just fire itself, the energy is very creative. So it does feel like whatever is going on over here with this add some and this messages that you keep receiving, whether it's conscious or subconscious, however it is, they're whispering to you, is really getting you into creative mode. I just think that they really want you to remember that you have this other treasure over here besides the fourth house. Yeah, it feels it's almost like I want you to remember you have this other treasure that's outside of the fourth house, but it's going to help the fourth house. So it's a fourth house helper. And it could be literally the second house. The second house is finances. So it could be that they're trying to tell you, within the fourth house, I want you to bring the second house with the fourth house and bring them together, because you have a treasure within the second house. I don't know. Hopefully we'll see it in a second. Yeah, definitely feeling the messages coming through and really feeling like, you know, this is the Archangel Michael card, but you could know that Archangel Michael and the either ascended masters or your ancestors are really literally communicating with you. That is a card of communication, keeping you analytically thinking about how you're going to do things, really keeping you on top, really feeling like everything is justified. Wow. And really bringing in a lot of truth. So whatever you're feeling that's popping into your head at the end of the month, remember it's the truth, because Spirit don't lie to you, right? Unless you're dealing with something that's not good. But I don't see that here, so, okay. Sorry about light workers here. With the treasure over here, it's like they're saying, but I need you to understand that moving to the top over here is something better for you. So don't think that you're out in the cold within that house, okay? Because I need you to be more creative. Don't allow yourself to get angry about not having the proceeds that you need for this other house. They're really trying to put these two houses together, and I really do believe it's the financial piece, or it is could be the 8th house. Could definitely be the 8th house. The 8th house is talking about where the cosmos grants wishes, luck, friends, and social occasions. So they could also be saying, yeah, because you're kicking a treasure of luck. So don't think that you're unlucky. That's really what I'm seeing over here. Yeah, don't think you're unlucky. And it has something to do with money, though. I really do believe that it has something to do with the second house, because I keep hearing the second house, but it's also of luck. So if you do feel like you're out in the cold because you lost your job or something like that, or your job, as we were saying before, you don't feel like it's really moving the way you want it to move, that's probably it. You're saying, kick the box, you got so much more. Don't be frustrated, don't be upset about the situation, because you are the Queen of Forces. You do have the creativity and the receptibility to hear what I'm saying, and you do have the creativity enough to be able to put this together and make things come true. You do have the strength. Another beautiful fire sign. So they're pretty much saying, keep that fiery force within yourself to keep moving. This is going to keep the money and the generosity going, but you have to be more generous to yourself, and there's going to be kind of this generosity. You might even have this Leo who's coming in to be a little generous to you, offering something that's going to bring you to your Nine of Cups. Because no matter what it is, unless it's within yourself and this other person's not coming, you definitely have it within yourself, because you are the Queen of Keys. You hold the key to your success, and this is going to bring the new beginning. So make sure that you're paying attention to your dreams, to your visions, to your higher self. Any little thing that snaps into your head and you're like, where the hell did that come from? That's that adsum. That's the angels speaking to you. Make sure you write that down. Make sure you pay attention to that. Don't throw it away, because they're trying to tell you how to get to this treasure box. Very beautiful. So it feels like your intuition is really going to be open towards the end of the month. It's just going to kind of spark it right open. Okay, and getting a moon card for you for overall reading and overall message from Spirit. Best message, please. This message is... Ooh. New moon in Aries. Once again, that Aries is popping up. Somebody might have Aries in their chart. Rising, moon, Venus, something, a lot of Mars in your chart. New moon in Aries, go for it. And that's really what it is. Go for it. You got the drive, you got the strength. Just remember to go for it. Because everything that you have is right there in this little bubble. You have some little ties that you have to, make sure that you kind of knot them up from last year, or maybe just from the beginning of the year to get to the rest of the new year. But otherwise, it looks like you're going to be headed on the right track as soon as you make the leap of faith and have the understanding of what's waiting for you. Okay? Just don't leave yourself out in the cold, because there's no reason. Spirit says you already have everything you need within yourself. You just really need to get the strength really going. Okay? And don't get frustrated with yourself or anyone else about the situation, because everything's going to be okay. Okay? And that was it for you, my friends. Until next time, peace and love. Bye-bye.